Welcome to Cheryl K's Cooking Diaries, old-fashioned Southern cooking. Hey guys, welcome back to Cheryl K's Cooking Diaries. Happy 4th of July to everybody. I hope you all are having a great day. This evening, I'm going to show you how I make my homemade macaroni salad. Now, on my macaroni salad, I'm going to do something a little fun today, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to color our macaroni noodles. And I'm going to use some of this. It's Wilton's gel food coloring. And we're going to color it. We're going to do the red, and then we're going to do just the noodles, the white noodle. So we'll do the red, and then we'll do the white. And then we're going to color the other blue. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to do. So anyway, guys, let me get you down here and show you everything that goes into this. So give me just a minute. Okay, guys, let me show you what you're going to need to do this with. First of all, you are going to need some elbow macaroni of whatever kind of pasta you prefer. And I've already cooked mine up here. And I don't cook mine very long. I don't even cook it 7 minutes. I think I cooked this probably 5 minutes. Because you don't want to get it to where it's really tender, to where it just kind of falls apart when you stir it or whatever. I put it in a strainer. Now guys, I strained this and I rinsed it probably for, I don't know, 3 minutes. You want to rinse your pasta, especially for macaroni salad. You want to rinse this very well, okay? It helps pull that starch off there. But we're going to rinse this one more time because I've had it sitting here just for a few minutes, and sometimes pasta is bad about the starch. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in my strainer and I'm going to rinse it off before we do anything with it. But guys, what I put in mine, I use some Miracle Whip. I use some of the Vlasic sweet relish. And I do use a little bit of the minced garlic. I use some seasonings as well, but not a whole lot. So we're going to put that in. We're going to put a little bit of carrot. We're going to put a little bit of celery. And I have all that already cut up, so we just dump it in here. So, on the food coloring. Now guys, if you want to, you can use just the regular food coloring, the dye. But I'm going to tell you, with this one, you will probably have to add quite a few drops because it takes a little bit more of this. Now, if you can buy the gel is concentrated and it doesn't take as much gel. But now we're going to see the color that it's going to make, and then I'll decide whether I think it's dark enough or whatever. So anyway, but it takes it a few minutes, so you just got to give it a little bit of time. And you're going to need 2 bags. Now I'm going to use the gallon size freezer bags to do this in. So we're going to part out our pasta. Just going to kind of part it out and make it equal when we put it in our bags. That way we have enough, you know, on each side of the red and the blue and the white. So anyway, we're going to do that. So let me get this rinsed off first, and we're going to go ahead and color it. And then after I see that, you know, we get done coloring it, it sits for a little bit, then we'll go ahead and start putting our Miracle Whip and everything else in, okay? So give me just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, here we go. I rinsed my macaroni off one more time because of the, like I said, the starch that can build up on macaroni after just a little bit. It don't take long. We're going to take a half a cup measuring cup, okay? And we're going to divide it out 3 ways, okay? So, by the way, I'm working with a new tripod, so bear with me, guys. I don't know yet if it's going to work out or not, but we'll see. So just bear with me. Okay, I'm going to take this half a cup of macaroni. I'm going to put it in this gallon bag. Now, I know that seems like a big bag for that amount of macaroni, but the more room you have, the better off you are when you go to shake this up with the gel. Try to divide it out as even as you can. But when macaroni cooks, it swells up, y'all. So, just so you know that, just for reference. But anyway, there's a half a cup in this bag, right? And there's a half a cup in this other bag, okay? And then we're just going to have the plain white noodles for the white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another half a cup to this. So that's going to make it a cup in this one, okay? And I'm going to add another half a cup, okay, to this bag. So we're going to have a cup in each bag. Alright? So there's a cup in each bag. And I have right about a cup left in my bowl over here. Okay? So, we're going to go ahead and put our food coloring in here. Our gel. You gotta be careful with some of these guys because they're strong. I'm telling you, these are very, you don't have to add as much. It all depends, you know, how the macaroni looks. Sometimes you have to add a little more, and then sometimes you don't need to add hardly any, or, you know, very much, I should say. And the other food coloring, you have to add like 20 to 30 drops of that. So it's a lot compared to the gel. So we're going to go ahead and start doing this, and I'm going to start with the red gel. I'm going to shake this up a little bit, y'all. Always shake the gel up. Now, we're going to start out slow with this. We're not going to do, we're not going to just start putting a bunch in here. We're going to do this a little at a time because then we got to shake it. Okay? So take your gel, food color, and it could be messy, just so you're aware. And just drop, I'm going to drop one over here, like this, one there. Oops, that was actually 2. And that got on the bag, but it went ahead and fell on down. There's about 4, I think. I dropped 5, 6, 7. All right, we're going to stop right there. We're going to see what that does. Okay, so take the air out of your bag the best you can without touching your gel, if you can. And then just kind of, but you can leave the air in, I guess, if you want it. Just shake your noodles. See how much that made? See how that turned out already? That gel. I'm telling you, if you can use gel, you are much better off because it does a better job at doing this. Now, if you cannot grab your macaroni while you're doing this, it's better too. So just kind of flip it over. Boy, that's a beautiful red, isn't it, guys? That's pretty. Check that out. And really, the camera doesn't even show the actual red of this. It's really vivid. So, and just keep kind of doing this until you think you got all your red blended in. And see, you know, when you get to the color you want, then you can stop and just let it sit there a minute. Okay, until you get ready to put it into your bowl. Now, y'all, I think that's plenty of red. And what I say, we use 6, 7 drops, something like that. But anyway, Lord, that's just plenty to me. Because it's dyed it very well. I'm very happy with that. The gel does a beautiful job. Okay, so we're going to leave this just like that. We're not going to bother it, okay? And we're going to take it, I'm going to lay it over here on my stove. Well, that turned out so pretty. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the blue. By the way, on your bags, when I told you to zip it up and lay it to the side, go ahead and leave it open because you want a little bit of air to get down in there to your macaroni just to help kind of dry that a little bit. That's what I do anyway. All right, let's do this blue real quick. And as you see, guys, it doesn't take long to do this. So let's shake this up real good. And we're going to add about the same amount, but we'll see as we go. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm going to put some down. Try to get down in the corners of your bag where, you know, the macaroni's at. There's about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's stop right there because I don't want to go any farther. We'll do the same amount we did on the red, if I'm not mistaken. That's what we did on the red, y'all. All right, let's try to get the air out, and we'll go ahead and we'll zip this up really good and start mixing. Okay, now this one looks like it's going to do a good job too. Now see, next time I won't use that much blue. You don't need as much because look at that. I mean, look how blue that is. That's beautiful. And it's amazing what these gel food coloring can do. And especially if you're doing icing or something like that. So you want to shake this up really good though. Anyway, here's our blue noodles. And them are just gorgeous. I love it. Check it out. Ain't that pretty and blue? Alright. I'm just so excited, y'all. Tell you what. Alright, I'm going to kind of open this bag up along with the red. Let me kind of think I got anything on my counter, so we're good to go that way. So, I'm going to give my noodles a few minutes, okay? So that gel can kind of, I guess you'd say, adhere, stick to it pretty good. So I'm going to give it a few minutes, and then when I come back, then we're just going to go ahead and throw this together, and we'll get this macaroni salad done and over with. Guys, what I'm going to do with this, I got to thinking, I'm going to transfer this over to a paper plate. because I want this to kind of dry a little bit. I don't want to put it in just yet with my mayo or my Miracle Whip and stuff. Leaves over a little bit. Don't fret over it. It's not a big deal. It'll still be pretty. But take your noodles out that you colored like this and put them on a paper plate. Don't cover them because we're not going to leave them too long. But just kind of do this to them and spread them out on your paper plate like this, all right? You see something needs to be kind of blended. You know, the gel needs to be blended in a little bit more on a noodle. You can go ahead and do that. But see, some of it's going to be on the plate. That's normal. I mean, you ain't going to stop that. But next time I'm not going to add as much because that was a little bit too much for the blue. But we all live and learn, right? And I just couldn't what it is. Alrighty, so that's going to sit there, and we're going to let that kind of, just like I said, dry out a little bit. Okay? So there's our blue. And now we're going to just dump our red out. Red did really well. Which the blue did too. It just got a little darker. A little dark, I thought, but it's still beautiful color, and it works for red, white, and blue. Just now got to think about something. I better rinse my spatula off because I know that blue's going to fade over into my red, and it's all going to go together eventually anyway, but you're going to want this to dry. See, I got a little bit of blue on some of these, but that's all right. It ain't going to hurt it. You want some of this to kind of dry with that gel food coloring. Y'all, we've got this one spread out pretty good as well. It's just fun doing stuff like this. I just so enjoy it. I love it. Have a little fun with it with you all. Okay, guys, there we go. So, like I said, we're going to leave these sit. Let them air dry just for a few minutes. And when I come back, we'll go ahead and start getting this together. But I've got some eggs I've got to get peeled because we're going to put a couple eggs in this macaroni salad, okay? All right, y'all. I will be back here shortly. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get this macaroni salad started. Hey, guys, I forgot to mention that I do add some white sugar, and I also add 2 boiled eggs to my macaroni salad. I'll give you a little tip here. I would mix up my Miracle Whip mixture first, and then I would add that to all of my noodles. That way, the color doesn't bleed over as bad into your white noodles, and just fold it all in very well. Just thought I would share that. But first of all, let's get these eggs chopped up real quick. So what I do is I put mine in a bowl. And let me move this out of the way. What I do is I put mine like this down into a bowl. And I take me a fork, guys. And all I do is I just start chopping mine up, just like this. Got our 2 eggs chopped up for our macaroni salad. Okay, get our eggs in here, our 2 chopped up eggs, or mashed up eggs, whatever you want to call them. There goes the 2 eggs. And I'm just going to kind of mix this in together like this, okay? All I'm going to do. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our red noodles that we colored earlier. So let's go ahead and let's get those added. Completely dry, y'all, but if you got more time to let them finish drying, it probably would be better. Now, when you do this, you want to just sort of gently fold these in. You don't want to do this rough because remember, you know, they are dyed. So just gently toss these into the egg and the white macaroni noodles. Okay, that's all you got to do. And as you see, they're doing well. Okay, so we got that. Now let's put our blue macaroni noodles that we dyed earlier. And we are going to do them the same way. Alrighty. Let me wash my hands from a little bit. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to stir in our blue noodles, our blue macaroni noodles with our red and our egg and our white. And as you can see, this is coming together really pretty. Of the red, white, and blue. If you can find a whiter noodle that's a little wider than the elbow, I mean, go for it if you can find one. But elbow to me, that's what always works for me. So, but you don't want to mess with it too much because we're going to have to add our Miracle Whip and everything else in with this, okay? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get our Miracle Whip and our pickle relish and a little bit of fresh garlic. We're going to use and our celery and our carrots. Add the carrots and the celery. I chopped this up earlier. I just put it in a bowl together. We didn't want a whole lot of that in here, so because I'm not a big celery fan anyway. So, okay, so there is that. So we're just going to kind of toss that in. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and do our pickle relish. And to start off, let's try a tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of pickle relish. We're going to do a little bit, go ahead and do some of the minced garlic, but we're not going to do a lot of that. I'm going to say about a half a teaspoon of the minced garlic. And that's not half a teaspoon of the minced garlic. And go ahead and just sort of toss in your pickle relish and your minced garlic into your macaroni. And it might mix in, guys, a little bit, but that's okay. Still going to be pretty. It's still patriotic, even though it did kind of color the white noodles a little bit, but I didn't really have time to let it dry like I really should have. So, okay. Now, the Miracle Whip. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with 1/4 cup right now. Okay? Because I don't... Alright, here goes 1/4 cup, like I said, of our Miracle Whip. Put that in there. We're going to have to toss this around again. And actually, guys, really, you might be better off just to mix your Miracle Whip and all that up in another bowl and then pour it in there so you don't have to keep stirring your noodles so much. So, but I don't think 1/4 cup is going to be enough mayonnaise for this or Miracle Whip for this. So sometimes you can't help but to kind of get in there with it. I mean, you just got to do it. And then as far as the sugar goes, I'm going to start out small with it as well. Okay, a little bit, turn the white noodles anyway, but that's okay. On the sugar, let's do about, we'll start with 1/2 teaspoon because I don't want to over add it. So let's start with 1/2 teaspoon of white granulated sugar. Just kind of throw that around in there, kind of give it a little extra sweetness. I'm not trying to achieve anything extremely sweet. My other spatula. I probably, guys, should have added the white noodles last because this is to kind of turning those. So remember, when you do this, just add your white noodles. Try to put all your ingredients in and then add those white noodles last because it does turn them, which isn't going to hurt anything, but it does turn them. And I didn't have mine dry long enough either, so I didn't really have the extra time to do that. So, okay, y'all. So let's see where we're at. Now, I don't think that's enough Miracle Whip myself. So, I'm going to put more of it in there. Another 1/4 cup of Miracle Whip. And then we're going to taste it, and then we're going to see where we're at. Alright, let's stir this in and see what this does. I'm going to make a mess out of it. But yeah, I colored those white ones. They should have dried longer. So, alright, guys. He likes this the way it is, so I'm going to leave it alone. But that's how I make my macaroni salad. Now, usually I don't never color my noodles when I do it, but now on a holiday, I will color my noodles if I can. I like to. My husband said he's happy with it, so I'm going to give it a little taste. We're going to see, guys, where it's at. So here we go. Let's see how this red, white, and blue macaroni salad tastes. That's good. I'm not a big macaroni salad fan, guys, at all. Because when you do your noodles, you want them dry more than I did, okay? Because they will dye your other ones, but that still looks really good. So anyway, y'all, that's my homemade red, white, and blue macaroni salad. And I hope you for now got to patty out some hamburgers and get this show a-rolling. So anyway, y'all stay safe. And if you don't mind to go to Cheryl K's Cooking Diaries and like and share and follow, I would appreciate it. And go to my YouTube channel and like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. So listen, y'all stay safe and have a wonderful 4th of July. And I will talk to you all later. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July. Bye.